We're live.
Okay. I think we are here.
We're still working here.
Says
You're
it-
live.
Okay, it
You're
says
live.
starting, so I don't know. All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Here we are again, all ready to go. We will be, in a little bit, we will be doing the second row on our Christmas row by row. So, but first, let's show you some of the stuff that we have.
And I'm probably on the wrong side because I don't know what you want.
It doesn't matter.
Just reach in front
All right.
of me. And
We started pulling some stuff. I pulled some of these cute little patterns. This one's for coasters. You can make them whatever height you want. So, oh yeah, this camera too.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then we've got a cute little Waddles the Penguin. And he uses the courthouse steps block to make him. I did the flag that we have, and it was a lot of fun. Now we've got this little gnome, or you can make him a Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. Now, some of these come with creative grids, templates there, so.
And then the other one I pulled, we've got several other different bags, but you know, holiday season, shopping, gifts. So we've got this cute little bag one, and then we pulled a June Taylor. This has got, you can make 3 bags with this kit. So it comes with the quilt as you go batting, and you choose your fabrics.
It is so easy to do.
I've never done one.
You just sew along those lines.
Oh, sewing on the line's my thing. I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
And then we have panel and coordinating fabric to make this fun little bag.
We've got into bags because Denise made this bag, and she uses hauls in her computer in here and stuff like that.
This
so-
has become my work bag, my computer, my notebook. If I'm going to work in the shop and I'm bringing a kit in to work on or whatever, my water bottle, it all goes down in here.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it works. Brightly colored, you're not going to misplace it.
Nope. Nope.
But right behind us, we do have the panel hanging up. So
I don't know where you can see the other one.
I think if we put it
Okay.
right here, we'll be able to see
Okay.
both of them. As you can see, the panel is big, but it's all here. Very easy, I'm sure, to sew.
Yeah, it was really easy.
And instructions down here at the bottom, exactly how to do it.
And we've got coordinating fabric of this fabric on the bolt, so you could buy that for your lining for it. I didn't know we had
Cute.
that, so I chose purple for mine. And then it's another June Taylor quilt as you go, and this is for stockings. And it makes, I think there's one stocking.
Probably just one.
So just some fun stuff we've got here in the shop that we haven't talked about in a while. And then we've got kits. This is a really awesome flannel.
Flannel is really easy to work with, and it's so nice, and it, how big is this one, does it say? I have to dig it up.
The pattern is crackers and cheese, 60 by 80.
Well, that's a good size.
Good
Yeah.
size, yeah.
I like that.
When I was going, I made one out of flannel. It was a Christmas panel. It was really cute. And when I went on quilting retreats, we were at a camp, and it was always cold. I get cold easy, so that became my quilt that I put on the top of my bed. I also had 2 wool blankets and flannel sheets, and flannel pajamas. And then I put a blanket underneath my bottom sheet, so I stayed warm.
You stayed warm, but this is a beautiful blues and greens.
Oh, it's just lovely.
Yeah. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I should buy that, but I don't need another kit right now. So somebody else come buy it, so I don't.
So I don't buy it either.
And then we have this one with beautiful colored, bright colored fabrics. This is sliding screens from Canuck Quilter Designs.
One of my favorite patterns.
Well
Love
written, well written.
it. Mm-hmm.
excellent. This is a Supan fabric.
Yeah. So beautiful fabrics, easy pattern, big pieces. So should be a quick and easy one to put together. That one is $79.99. The flannel one. That tag there.
Yeah, is $92.94.
Okay.
But there's a lot of fabric
Oh,
there.
yes, definitely.
Yeah, that's a big one. And then we've got 2 Christmas kits. We have a Villa Rosa Pasquelli is the pattern. And just some fun Christmas fabrics. And that one's $54.99. We've got 2 of those kits.
Simple one to put together.
It is, and it's just, I put it together. There's a sample in the shop hanging up. So yeah, it's cute.
And then this one is Atkins Designs Yellow Brick Road. And I haven't done this one, but somebody else had, and they said it was really easy to put together, well written. And another stack of just really cool Christmassy fabrics, reds and greens. There's a little Tim Holtz in there. So yeah, and there's 2 of these in the shop currently. And it is $59.99.
I used to do a lot of Atkinson's designs.
Okay.
Easy,
Mhm.
good well-written patterns.
Yes.
I really like her patterns.
Yeah, these are squares and rectangles, so it doesn't get much more easier than
No,
that.
Yes, that's right.
Nice and quick. Make a nice gift. Keep it for yourself.
Yep.
Then we did get in a couple weeks ago more Aurifil. So we've got white, and we have, I don't know what shade of gray this one is, but it's one of the lighter grays.
What's the number?
26.
2615 maybe? That'd be aluminum.
Okay. We've got Dove on order. So if you're needing more neutral threads, we've got more in.
I use Dove. I use aluminum for just about 99% of my piecing and quilting.
Yep. And we've been out of both of these for a while, so it was nice to get those in. I guess we'll do announcements since I've got that laying here. We talked about this before, but the North Iowa Quilters Market at the Best Western Holiday Lodge in Clear Lake, Friday, November 7th from 10 to 5, and Saturday, November 8th from 10 to 4. There are 13 vendors. We'll read through them, and they're from all over Iowa, a few in southern Minnesota. So we have Rainbow and Calico Things, Debbie's Quilt Shop and Gifts, Humble Heart, It's So Tempting, Tilly's Quilt Shop, The Quilted Steeple, The Quilted Strawberry, River Valley Fabrics, Forest Mills Quilt Shop, Quilter's Garden, Clover Cottage, The Quilted Forest, and Creating So Much. So these are always fun to go to. There's lots of different shops. You know, not everybody can carry all the fabric that's out there, so it's fun to see who's got what. Just a fun thing to do. And then we have October classes. On next Tuesday, we have Walking Foot 1 at 12:30 with Miss Pat.
Yes.
Then the following week on the 15th, we have Terry Dorn's Machine Applique at 11. We do have a minimum of 3 students for that one. Right now we've got 1. So we need a couple more people to sign up so we can actually hold that class. Then Thursday the 16th at 12:30, we have English paper piecing with Pat with shimmering trees. Do you want to show that one?
Here's the kit. I don't know how well you can see, but I did bring a tree. Darla's going to grab it. Now this is thread basted, so you'll might see little white threads. But this is what your shimmering trees are. You can see the papers. Whoop. The papers are on the back, and when it's completely surrounded, you can take out the papers. So these are reusable, even if you thread based. So you can make millions of these. But it makes a cute little 12 by 27 little table runner. Just adorable. So we've got that.
And then in the last couple weeks of October, we have on the 21st and the 28th, it's a 2-part class, the English paper PC Moravian Stars. And that one is a 3D ornament.
Let me grab one.
Yeah, we did grab that one. And Pat's working on the shop sample for that one. We'll show that one maybe next week or the week after.
Next week, I hope to have it put together. They are time consuming, but they are 3D, and the papers stay in this one, so you glue based, which makes it a little quicker. But it is three-dimensional, and you've got little arms of the stars going every which way, and you're trying to control them. And I have never done 3D before, so it's a learning experience for me. So come and join me in the class.
All right, that's all we've got to share. Do we want to work on the row by row quilt along?
We can.
All
Let
right.
me get my stuff. All right. First of all, I keep track of business news, whether it's fabric, sewing, and crafts. I like to know the business side of it. And anyone who uses sewing patterns, the big four, Simplicity, McCall's, Butterick, and Vogue, you know, they were in bankruptcy and a liquidation company got a hold of them. So there was a big thing. Are they going to be gone forever? Well, I found out late this afternoon that a group did come in and grab those pattern companies. I understand that the new name will be Simplicity Inc. And so they're going to try to keep them going. I don't know if they'll be PDFs or you'll also be able to get hard copies, printed ones, like we've always had. So I checked on Simplicity's website, and I printed out tiny, tiny print. It says, thanks for stopping by. Our website is currently undergoing some changes and updates, but we'll be back soon for all your pattern needs. We can't wait to see you again. So if you are a supporter of those pattern companies and you were worried about what was going to happen, just hang loose. They're trying to sort this all out. I have a few more sources to check out since I found out late in the day. I'll check with a few other people. And hopefully they can keep those companies. Several of them have been around since the late 1800s. They are generational companies, and it's good to see them keep going. So that's the business part.
All right.
Now we will get down to business. We are on row 2, which is our stocking row. And the first thing I want to do is give you your instructions for cutting your strips so I don't forget. All right, so this is your background fabric that you chose yourself. And for letter A, you need 1 strip at 2 inches. For B, you're going to cut 2 strips at 5, and you'll save your leftovers for part D. C, you've got 1 strip at 1 3/4. And then, as I mentioned, D, you'll get from your B row. That's all you need for that. Now, these are so cute. I have my row completely done. I couldn't stop. I could not stop. And this quilt is big, which is really, really nice. This is the entire row, all of your stockings. Aren't they cute? Cute, cute. And a few little tips. It's very straightforward. One thing is, you'll notice I have stripes up here, and you will notice they all match going that way. They're not crazy. And it says to cut a 1-inch strip by whatever that is, 6.5, I think, and you need 2 of them. If you cut a 2-inch strip and then cut that down to your 1-inch, your stripes are going to line up diagonally. So, and some people probably don't care. I do. I'm sorry. And so I just like them. And as I mentioned last week, I have an ornament with this striped fabric, and I had the stripes going the other way because the ornaments are made of glass, and this is a fabric stocking. So I wanted them different. But it's you got your flippy corners, One thing, if you do have a print, remember last week I had mentioned I used the great big prints for the ornaments because there weren't any seams, it just had flippy corners. But if you have seams, you'll notice down the bottom here, I didn't want a head of something here and the body of an elephant over there. So I thought, I'm not going to use those prints. But I do have some directional fabric and mine match up pretty well. And I'll tell you what the secret is for that. If you take like this fabric here and you find out where you want it to end, this is for your top part of your stocking right here, and fold under your 1/4 inch seam allowance and press it. Then you take the rest of your fabric, and I just moved it back and forth until I got it lined up. Now, if you need to, you can flip it and put little glue dots along here, your washable glue, and stick it down. I just kind of flew by the seat of my pants because I've been doing this for a while, and they match up pretty well. But if I wasn't certain, I would put some washable glue and then stick it down. And as you can see, it matches up pretty darn well. I did that for this one and my trees.
Yeah, the trees one I had to mix up a little bit more.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. The trees I really had to look at.
Yep, they're off ever so slightly. And as I said, if I had taken the time and used my washable glue, so when I got it lined up, I could just smush it down, it would have been better, but I'm happy. And on our stockings, you can notice this nice big area. You can embroider names on it, decorative Christmas buttons, any kind of bows, trims, whatever. That's a good sized piece. So I wouldn't, if you were going to embroider a name, I would do it on this section first in case you need to redo something. Ask me how I know. But if you're going to put buttons or bows, wait till after you quilt, and then you can put them on because they'll be in your way. And so that's the stockings. They were fun. Now, next week.
This is our sneak peek for next week.
Oh, I love this. That is your poinsettia or poinsettia. Both are correct. I love this. Absolutely love it. And if you'll remember, I said to save out this fabric and this one. I don't know which way I'm going. That one. So that's what your poinsettias are. And they talk about a specialty ruler. If you look ahead at your pattern, I might have those rulers or something similar. I didn't even bother to look. We're going old school using our regular rulers. I figured it all out. There's also a partial seam in here. That's how you get that centered. So I will tell you how to do that. And next week, it's only going to be on Facebook Live, but Darla and I are going to get together and do a special YouTube just on the poinsettia so that it's also on YouTube and will be there forever.
That way, because Facebook deletes it after 30 days. So if you fall behind on your row by row, which I'm always falling behind, I can still go back to the YouTube and watch it and see how she does all the tips and tricks for each one.
And this one is really important. And one other thing, you might be looking ahead at your fabric. There's a holly berry and leaves row in between these. You might start thinking about what kind of red do you want for your berries so you don't use it for something else. And there is this dark fabric. And if you look at in your kit, you'll see it does have Santa on it. There's presents. But your berries are only cut at 1.5 inches. So you see 1 inch of it. And I thought it had nice texture to it. And I don't think anybody's going to notice that Santa's head might be in there. I just thought it was perfect for holly berries.
Yeah.
So I set mine aside and didn't use it for anything else, although there's plenty of fabric. So start thinking about that. You already have your tree fabric set aside. You'll notice one of my stockings was green, and I did use it for my trees. So I looked at the tree pattern, and whatever your last row is, don't take any fabric from there. But either the top row or the second row, mine came from the third row. You can get your stocking from there, and you'll still have enough for your trees. Another thing, remember, if your fabric is directional, make sure you cut that way and across, not just up and down, because then you've got them going sideways. And there's plenty of fabric, plenty of fabric. So sew your stockings, look for your berry fabric maybe, and
This is so far as being a very fun quilt. to
I
do.
love it. I absolutely love it.
It's a fun one, and hopefully you all out there can get it done and do that. Shall we? If you reduce the picture on Facebook, we might be able to see some.
This one? There you go.
Are there? See, keep going. Any comments? I'm not seeing any. So, yeah, we're still kind of struggling with getting the comments on Facebook. So,
And you can, if you watch it again, you could still comment even though it's not live. So
And-
don't let that stop you.
so we'll check on it. So if you're on Facebook, hi. I know we have about 6 people on YouTube, so hi to all of you. So,
And if you're looking for, we still have several kits for this row by row sew along. So if you haven't pictures up, come on in, or you can order it online. We can either ship it to you or you can pick it up in store. We are open Tuesday through Saturdays, 10 to 6.
and it'll be there on YouTube.
Yep.
So you
And
can have it.
It's great fabric. It really is. A lot of fun prints. I'm having the best time with this quilt. I really am.
And I'm going to encourage everybody again and again, please start switching over to YouTube, because probably at the end of this, when this kit is done, we'll probably be done with Facebook Live and go totally to YouTube. So,
And a reminder, I am not teaching November, December, and January. That's time for me to do my thing. You can reach me at pat@itsotempting.com. If there's classes you want and we could try to fit them in this month, I will do my best. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till February. But you can always send me suggestions, classes you want repeated. You missed it the first time around. But just pat@itsotempting.com, all small letters. I do check it regularly. So keep in touch with me that way. And we'll try to get some classes going for next year too.
yay! and you know, there's some other classes that I know that Denise and I have been thinking about. So if we can get those pulled together, we'll get it done. But it seems, with Denise and I managing the shop, it seems like that takes up a lot of our time.
It does, but I'm hoping we'll have Christmas in July with Denise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know Darla's got a fantastic one that is exciting. So hopefully she can get that going and get some dates for that.
So, okay, I think that concludes our show for tonight. We wish you all a good evening. Thank you for joining us. And we hope to, I will not be here next week. That's why there's no YouTube. So we hope that you are here and catch us on Facebook Live next week. And then if you miss Facebook Live, Pat and I will be doing a special YouTube after I get back. So,
Yes.
All right.
okay.
We'll see you next week, or at least Pat and I will.
Yes. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.